published
'cause
author?
I was just thinking in my mind, there's a difference between just becoming an author and becoming a successful or even a best-selling author. Amazon.com has something called Create Space, and a lot of people are uploading their manuscript and creating a print-on-demand book with Create Space, but it takes more than that. The last time I checked, the average number of sales for an author that did their own book on Create Space was 10 books.
Nice.
And, you know, their mom, their sister, their brother, they all buy a book. But you have to get the word out farther than that. And that is one of the places that a lot of authors, they don't have the experience in how to do a book launch, how to market their book. And sometimes publishers are so busy with their big authors that they don't give them the help and the time that the individual author, the new author especially, really should have.
I'm not even certain that they spend a lot of time telling them that, look, you got to sell this thing to somebody, you know? But you've got a system
Well, publishers,
for the launch.
people think that it's the publisher's responsibility to sell the book, but unfortunately, everybody has to be responsible for their own success, and they will help, but if you work together, it works so much better.
I believe. So as we're looking at the launch slide there, it's pretty complicated. What are some of the major hot spots that people need to consider?
There's a lot of different ways to do a book launch, which a book launch is the day that you're actually releasing it. And people, I probably have received emails about people that are saying, if you buy my book on Amazon.com on this particular date, then I'll give you these extra free gifts. And what they're trying to do is collect enough orders to become a bestseller on Amazon in their category. That can be done, but there are other lists. The hardest one is a New York Times bestseller. And you, first of all, have to be published by a traditional or a hybrid alternative form of publisher. If you're self-published, you're not going to get on the New York Times bestseller list. You don't qualify, or it would be extremely difficult. And in fact, there's things that we teach you to be careful with. If you're going to self-publish, there's ways to do it so you don't get into trouble with that and you don't hurt your chances later on of being picked up by a traditional publisher.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.